This was our 12th year in a row poking about the South Island of New Zealand. The South Island weather through midsummer went from brutally wet with intense floods to just plain unsettled and wet. And as we guessed well in advance, it only broke with about a week to go in our 3 month trip. Life goes that way, and you roll with it and hope for any break that comes. It was a fine and pleasant misery at times, enjoying some of the usual amazing fishing and exploring, while at other times coming back to the van soaking wet, not seeing much joy in cold sauna camping. But then it all changes as the last front clears out. Give us 1 week of this kind of day in New Zealand, and 3 months of misery and perpetual rain vanishes. Some of New Zealand's fly fishing wonders happen right after the switch is flipped, and there's no better place on the planet to walk, immersed in stunning scenery and time on the water, hoping 1 or 2 gorgeous trout share a little rod time. Our trip's last day, my last fish, came as a result of such fine weather. And that last fish brought with it a little kiss goodbye that I'd been waiting years to have happen, but never really wanting to have happen. They are. Those are the buggers. Hey, you little buggers. Those are the ones that bit me. Which one of you bit me? You little bastards. I bet it was that big one. He's like four frickin' feet long.
Okay, that's
Those,
the one. That's
the
right
one.
there.
Yeah, that's the one.
I recognize him.
Yeah, he's got a piece of my finger in his mouth, doesn't he? Yeah, last day of the trip, and well, we showed up November 20th, and it's just been brutal weather forecasting. You can't rely on what the weather forecasters are saying, and we've been, I don't know, it's just been a really tough year. 12 years in coming. This has been by far the hardest one to find stability, consistency. We love to go to an area 3, 4, 5 days and just kind of be in that area before we go to the next river, the next valley, or the next watershed, I guess. And this year, you know, you'd see the forecast and you go, yeah, where to go? And so we'd set up somewhere, and then it's mainly fine with the sun, and then it's just low cloud for 4 days, and you go, well, now what? You check the forecast and you bounce around. And today, it's the last day of the trip. We thought, you know what, whatever the weather happens, happens. Keep taking it on right to the end. And the last day, it's 1:30 in the afternoon. My trip's over. Like with that fish, I saw a dark smudge holding right outside of that rock there, and I didn't think it was that big. I honestly didn't. I pounded that fly up there. The riffly water covered everything I was gonna do, and I just had to smack it on the water, get its attention, and that smudge just came like that. Even when that head came up to eat, that big male head, I thought, okay, 6, 7 pound. Then I hooked up, and it was like, okay, so maybe 7, 8, because I was rolling them pretty quick, pretty easy this way. And yeah, then he decided to run, and I wasn't gonna stop him. But you know what? I got a little 4-weight Orvis Clearwater, brand new rod, new line on the market, I guess this year, and it's not always about the best rod on the market. It's not always about whatever. It's called, I have a rod in hand, take it on. Any rod is going to be able to do what I just did. That's a $200 rod. I guess I shouldn't be plugging it, but that's what I'm using. It's just real. And that's the thing. Fishing, fly fishing, whatever you got, you go with. You don't quit. You take it on until the last day of the trip. And on the last fish, I was just raising the head of the fish to show it for the camera, and my little index finger was hanging underneath the fish's head under the water, and a eel came, first time in 12 years, an eel came and absolutely savage bit my finger. I don't know, is it gonna get infected? I guess I'll talk to Sharon tonight, but yeah, that wasn't fun. So yeah, they do damn well bite. It hurts like a son of a, but there you go. So my trip is over. That's year 12, and what a day, what a moment. We got a few hours. Amelia's gonna have a go, and whatever, I guess what dreams may come for her, I don't know. That's a wrap for me.